सो हाय एवरीवन। आज हम करने वाले हैं लीड कोड का एक और नया प्रॉब्लम जो कि डेली प्रॉब्लम्स है। टुडे इज 8th of January 2023. So let's start with the question. The question is max points on a line, right? So let me first explain you. This is a hard problem on lead code, but it's pretty simple if you know the math, if you know the line, what is the line and how it works. So it's pretty much simple for you. Then you just have to do some sort of programming and your answer will be there in just few lines of code. Now let me explain you the question. Give an array of points where point I is equals to xi and yi. So simply they have given you a 2D vector, you can say, and which represent the xy plane, return the maximum number of points line that lie on a straight line, same straight line. Okay. So what they are telling is, for example, we are having these points. Okay, so this is a vector, 2D vector, and inside the 2D vectors we have 1, 1. So this is the point 1, 1, and 2, 2. Here is a point of 2, 2, and 3, 3. Here is a point of 3, 3. Right. Now the output is 3. How they have calculated? Like if I draw the line from this point to this point and again to this point, then you can see that it's a straight line, and we will have to basically return the maximum number of points that lies on the straight line. Let me come to the second example. Here you can see that we have 1, 1, we have 3, 2, which is 3 and 2, we have 5, 3, this is 5, and we have this 3, this point, 4, 1, 4, and 1, and again 2, 3, and 1, 4, like this. Okay, so for this, let me just go to the Excel draw and I'll explain you there what's happening. Okay, so let me just take up the screenshot of this and we'll go to the Excel draw and take this to this. Okay, so here we are having Excalibur, right? Now let me explain you what is happening. So what is the intuition behind it? Let me explain you is if there is a straight line, okay, if we draw let's just assume that we have given a point. From this point, you can draw n number of lines. Okay, so this is line number one, this is the line number two, and you can say this is line number three, and you can draw n number of lines from this single point. Now, if you have given, for example, 2 points, let assume that these are the 2 points that you have given, and you have to join a line. Okay, so there is only one possible line, right? From this point to this point, only one possible line. And how next we have to calculate the slope of the line. And if the people are confusing, like what is the slope of the line, then there is a formula for the slope of the line. Let me write it down. Slope is equals to these let's assume that these 2 points are x1 y1 and these points are x2 y2. Okay, so the formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, so this is the slope, this is the formula for the slope of the line. To calculate the slope of the line, considering that we have x1 y1 this point and y1 and x2 y2 this point. Okay, so if two lines, like if a line is passing from this point also, for example, let's just take this point and assume that you don't have a line here. Okay, so let me erase this line and simply if you draw a line from this point to this point. Okay, don't think of it कि मैंने just I have taken it from the above. Okay, it's in the straight line, but let's just assume here is no point. Okay, so we can say that the slope of this point and this point is also same. Okay, so we can assume that if uh, the points are lying in a same for example in a same straight line, then their slopes must be equal. Okay, so if we can say that here is a point, let's assume that this point is point number one, this is two, and this is three. Okay, now what I'll tell you is, for example, if I draw a line from 1 to 2, okay, I've drawn a line from 1 to 2, and same straight line from 1 to 3. The slope of both lines are equal. That means these 2 points means point number 2 and point number 3. Okay, so point number 2 and point number 3 are lying on the same line. That's the actual concept that I just wanted to tell you is, and I'm pretty sure that it is clear from that. We just have to calculate the slope from each point. Now let me go back and take all those points and let me make it more clear. Okay, so I'll just go back, copy paste it here. Now what I have to do is I have to calculate each the slope of each line from every point. For example, take this 1 1. Okay, so I'm assuming like we have this 1 1 point in the graph. You can see easily from this 1 1. What I'll do, I'll just draw a line. Okay, let's just make the color is to be red and stroke to be okay, single stroke. Yeah. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take the 1 1 and from this point 1 1 I'll draw a line to 3 2. So where is 3 2? 3 and 2. So I'll just draw a line from here to here. Okay. Now from this point only, from 1 1 only, I have to draw the line from 2 5 3. Okay, and this is 5 and this is 3. So I'll draw a line again. So let me just make it to another color. Okay, so when I just draw the line, it passes to an from the red line, and it's pretty much clear that the slope of these two lines are equal. That is why we are getting this green line above the red line. Okay, so we can say that basically the point in the middle of it, the 3 and 2 lies uh, in the same line. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll make a basically map. Okay, in that map, what I'll do is, for example, let's just calculate the slope of from 1 1 to 3 2. Like 3. Okay, so what's the slope? 2 minus 1 is 1, and 1 divided by 2. So the slope comes out to be slope. Uh, Slope of which point? From 1 1, 1 comma 1 to what? The slope to 3 2. Okay, 3 comma 2. What is the answer? The answer is equals to 1 by 2. Okay, and let me calculate what? Let me calculate the slope of 1 1. 1 comma 1 with respect to what? With respect to this 5 comma 3. Okay, 5 comma 3. So what will happen is the slope comes out to be 3 minus 1, which is equals to 2, and 5 minus 1, which is equals to 4. So 2 upon 4, again 1 by 2. So you can see that the slopes are equal. So what is the conclusion I'll draw from it? I'll make a map, and inside that map, what I'll do is I'll just take the slope which comes out to be 1 by 2, and I'll map it and make the value of slope, the points line, all the slopes that are equal, I'll increase the value in the map. I hope you got the point. And the answer will be 2 here because the 2 points are having the same slope. So the 2 points are lying with this point. For example, with this point, this and the slope of 1 by 2, we are getting 2 points. Okay, from this point, again, I'm repeating from this point, the slope of the line of the point is 1 by 2. So we are getting 2 points of that slope, right? So again, we'll calculate from 1 1. Again, any number like 4 1. So we'll draw a line on this. For example, we'll draw from this 4 1, this 4 1, 4 and 1, we'll draw a line from this to this. Okay, so this is kind of a thing that we are going to store inside our map. And what we'll do at the last, for example, now we'll get a map, and the point uh, inside that map we are having a single point, okay, and the slope from that point to other points. Now we have to extract the number which is having the maximum. Okay, so for example, in this point, this is the line. Okay, and other line can be this line from, okay, but what you can see is from this point, from 1 1 point, what are the maximum number possible is this and this 2 points. You can see that. Okay, so this line is the line, oh sorry, this line is the line, this bigger line, or you can say uh, this one, because we are having this point and this point. 2 points are there which are lying on this straight line, so we can say that 1 by 2 can be the answer from this point. Okay, because we are getting 2 points, and if we include this point also, so this line is having, this one line is having what, 3 points. Okay, we are not including the point from which we are calculating, that's why there are 2 points, and if we include it, we have 3 points. So I hope you get the point. And after that, after extracting this, let's just assume that we have stored this into a temp variable. So inside the temp variable, we are having two. And again, we'll after coming out of that loop, that we are will having two loops. One is here, another one is traveling whole array. Then again, second one after I will jump to the next iteration, next index. Then J will start from here and cover all the indexes. So after that, we'll store the answer, basically the maximum answer, which is this one. These 4 points are lying in a straight line will store in an answer variable. Then what I'll do is I'll take out the max of answer comma temp. So this is what the strategy is. Okay, it will be more clear when I just code it in front of you guys. And let me just code it, or I just show you the code that I have submitted recently. Okay, so I'll go to my submission code and I'll tell you step by step what I have done. Okay, so first of all, here is the answer. Okay, so answer is equals to 1. Basically, there is 1 point. Okay, or we can draw a straight line from it. Okay, okay, so after that, I have calculated the size of the vector, basically this point 2D vector which is given. And after that, I've taken up the two loops. One loop starting from 0 to n minus 1 because we have to travel to one place before it so that we can calculate the next place. And inside that for loop, I have declared a map. And inside that map, I have again a for loop which is starting from I plus 1. So the basic funda or the meaning is I have to start, if I'm just starting I from here, I have to calculate this whole because I have calculated this one. Okay, so no need to go backward again and again because we have calculated already. So no need to go there. So I'll start the j from I plus 1 until j less than n and j plus plus. Now, one more thing, like for example, I have told you the formula of this slope. Now let's assume that x2 minus x1, the value of this is equal, then the slope would be infinity, or you can say divide by 0, then the slope will be infinity. So for that case of handling, like the handling for that case, I have used points of I and 1 equal to points of j and 1. Then just take it negative of 90 and just make it plus plus or like make it plus plus. So we can consider it as a perpendicular on it, negative 1. So this is just for that point if the slopes are, and the x2 and minus x1 value is equal. Okay. Otherwise, just calculate the basically what you can say is the slope. And to calculate the slope, we have point j0 minus point of I0 and point of ji minus j1 and point of I1. Okay, so this is the formula. Basically, this is y2 minus y1, sorry, x2 minus x1 upon y2 minus y1, or you can just take it also x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. In this case, you have to check x and y. Okay, so basically this is 1, 1. So you can also take 0 and 0 here, and here you can say 1 and 1, and here you can say this 0 and 0. Okay, so what you are taking here, okay, in the division in the okay, here you have to take it here also. Okay, same thing you have to take. That's why the condition, because if it is 0, then it will be infinity. Okay, the division will be infinity, and I'll storing the map of x. I'm increasing that value. Okay, inside that map. So making it plus plus. After coming out from this for loop, this for loop, J for do, then I'm calculating a temp. I've told you that we'll take out the max from that map. So the temp is equals to max of temp, comma it dot second plus 1. This is the iterator on the map. So plus 1. Why plus 1? Because plus 1 is to add that point also because we have not included the point from where we are calculating the lines. Okay, the slopes. So we have included it by using plus 1 so that we don't have to do plus 1 in the answer itself. We can do here also plus 1. Okay. So after calculating this temp, what I'll do is I'll come out of this loop and in this loop only we'll make sure that we'll make the thing the temp to be the answer. Now the temp should be max of answer comma temp. So every time when it is calculating from each point, it will store the maximum in this answer and we have to return this answer. So this is the code. If I just run it, it will pass my test case and it is accepted. So you can see that also. And oh my God, where is the error? It's showing me the error somewhere. Okay, line number 6. Okay, no problem. Let me just go and check. It's yeah, it beats 89.72%. Okay, let me just copy from here and go back to my description, and I just paste it here. Okay, run it again, and you can see it is accepted. So no worries, this is all about it. So I hope you like the question and you get my approach. If you really like the video, make sure to subscribe the channel, and we'll post daily the lead code questions. Thank you so much. Bye.